Why Strauss?
I don't. Well, I think that his orchestrations are very deep. They have a lot of depth to them, a lot of color, and I think it takes a specific voice to sing it. A fuller voice, and I think a voice that has a lot of color, or at least has the ability to vary in color. And some voices just don't have a lot of different color. They may have a handful of colors, but you have some voices that just the colors just never stop coming as long as they try to tap into more color. The colors come.
There's a
So
lot of sorrow in.
very emotional, very it kind of just it can consume you,
Hmm.
and it's you have to be able to be connected. You can't be afraid of being vulnerable
How do you connect with somebody who wrote a piece of music back in
about
the 1800s?
I just you have to make it relevant to you. The
Mm-hmm.
piece is it's about it's about a journey,
Hmm.
about dying.
Yes.
It's about this is the last thing. This is it.
Hmm.
And for me, I connect easily with things that are emotional. I am. Well, the easiest way for me to say it is a worshiper. Have you ever been in a worship like experience, or something very spiritual? It's very
I'm going to a funeral.
emotional,
Someone who is close
right?
to you.
Something that it makes you forget about everyone else in the room,
Mm.
and it's just you and whatever that thing is, whatever that emotion is, and you just don't care about who's watching. So if you start crying, you start crying, and you don't care. If you want to scream, you scream because you don't care. And I think you just have to have a vulnerability there, and for some reason, I can just tap into that place very easily. I don't have to go through a lot of different changes to get there.
What do you sing when you're at home?
Oh, everything. Anything,
Hip hop?
everything. Hip hop. I listen to hip hop. I listen to pop. I listen to rock. I listen to you know, jazz music. My background in music is so
Very.
broad and varied. Um, for me to sing classical music is probably it's nothing, just because um, I come from a musical. Not necessarily my whole family is musical, but they enjoy music. But my mother is very musical,
Hmm.
and so she's probably my very first influence. So she'd go to sleep listening to music. We would play music all the time. And,
So they say that you're the best thing to come out of Michigan since Diana Ross.
I wish. Well, I'll receive it. I'll receive that. I will take that. Um, Detroit is there was a running joke in my alma mater. I went to Kentucky State University. There were a lot of Detroit students who came down there. So the alumni chapter is very large, and people would always say, "Does everyone from Detroit sing? Can everyone from Detroit sing a
Montana.
song? Is it in the water?" Every time I meet someone from Detroit, they can sing, and so it was, but I don't know if it's just the culture in
Hmm.
Detroit, because it was, it's known as Motown City, and but I don't know. I mean, I'm proud of Detroit and the music scene. I mean, you can go into so many places and just pick out a handful of students and just get some of the most talented, unbelievable singing that you will ever get. And I know it may be hard to believe, but that is very true. I mean, you can pick, pull students out of high school, and you'll get that type of. I don't want to always say it's a talent, because some people are gifted. They're
Hmm.
more that to me that's a little deeper than being talented, because it's something that they just can't deny on them.
Who are your classical influences?
Oh man, it depends. I go through stages. I
Okay.
know some people always lay hold to like one person,
Mm.
but it depends on what I'm going through. If my voice is transitioning to a place, or maybe I'm really connected to a certain composer, and so I will tap into a singer who kind of specializes in that music. But I always, whenever I'm listening or thinking about doing a song, or a role or something, I just go and I listen, and I just listen to the voice. And so it just depends. Like, I know I love. It's easy as it would be for me to say Leontine Price.
Hmm.
I love her because um, she is unapologetic in everything that she does,
So you, huh?
And well, no, I don't know. Maybe it depends. I'm growing there. I haven't always been like that.
Okay.
But I think as an artist, you almost have to be like that.
Okay.
You just because you have to make decisions. When you make them, you have to be firm in them. You can't be wishy-washy. You
Right.
cannot be indecisive.
Right.
You have to make the decision because when you make it, then people believe it. But if you are uncertain, everyone will know.
So what are your ambitions?
Well, I just want to, I really believe that I've been singing for a long time, and I believe that it's my purpose to sing, and whatever happens when I sing a song, that's what's supposed to happen. So for me to not sing and use that as my living, as to make my living, to touch people, to do whatever, I would not be fulfilling my purpose. So I want to sing on the largest stages, on the smallest stages, however that is. I want to sing, and I want to sing as long as I can, and I want to make the best decisions so that I can continue to sing and have longevity in my singing. And because I just really believe that the Lord gave me the voice that He gave me to sing.
So where do you go from here?
Well, I just graduated.
Right.
And so I'm in the process of doing a lot of different auditions. But you learn a lot about the business and during stages like this in life because you have to be your own motivator. You don't have your teacher. You don't have classes to go to every day. And you can kind of get stuck in a place. But I believe that, your destiny is your destiny. And you just have to be honest about what that is. So I believe in meeting people who understand what my destiny is. Every opportunity may not be the right opportunity for me. And it's hard to do because, you want to sing, you want to get paid, but sometimes you can compromise for what you think is good, but it's not good. And you may have to step back in order to, leap a few steps forward. So I'm growing in that, in just, in my ambitions and wanting to do as much as possible, but grounding myself to make the best decisions. So I'm doing a lot of auditions. I have a lot of performances coming up, and just hoping and to put myself in the right place to meet the right people who understand how to take me to the next level.
From your dress and the way you performed tonight, it looks as though you're going to step on a broom and soar.
If it were that easy, I would do it. But I believe in destiny. I believe in giftings and callings, and so I believe I'm called to this and I'm gifted. And so because of that, as long as I stay steadfast in my movement, then I will get to where I believe I'm supposed to be. I really believe that.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the performance.
I did.
I almost started crying, but
At the last part.
it's just my coach, she came out, so she was crying. I was like, oh goodness, she is crying.
Yeah, the crowd definitely loved you.
Oh man, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And the encore? I thought you were going to sing again.
I know.
Didn't practice the encore.
No encores. No, not this time. But I'm glad people were touched.
Yeah.
That's what gives me joy to do it. That people were crying. Because it's like you got it. That meant that I touched you somehow, and that's what I want to do every time I step on stage.
Thanks again.
Thank you so much.